Hello there everybody, I hope you're all well, and it is a brand new week which can only mean one thing, and of course that is brand new football shirts added to my collection. In fact, I have the parcel right here, and what's special is in this parcel there's not one but two shirts. Now I'm only going to be showcasing one of them today, and of course the subsequent video on Friday will show the other, and they're actually pretty cool shirts, so I just randomly pull one out because they're both of them have got great little stories behind them. So let's just put my hand in and see what I managed to pull out. I have a feeling the first thing I'm going to see is that thing, the classic football shirts card. So it's definitely a purchase. Oh, and I can see the trading card, and it is, who have we got? Ian Wright, an Arsenal legend. Okay, there we go. So the first shirt I'm going to be showing is that one. Okay then, so let's throw that other one away. Right then, so there is the shirts, a little bit of the front there, that way around, if we make it look a little bit more obvious. And then there's another version of the shirt. So let's get this one opened up and see which one I've gone and bought. Yes, give it a view. Okay then. So, there is the rear of the shirt. Sort of a burgundy maroon colour. And it's very boring and plain. Well, it's a bit disappointing, isn't it, really? Really nothing going on with this shirt. Oh, I wonder what it's going to look like on the front. Ta-da! Ooh, that looks a little bit more fanciful, isn't it? Now, that's what you call a design. Now, I have a feeling at least one of the people watching this video will be very aware of who this club is. But to be honest, based on how quickly these shirts have sold out, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are already familiar with this because it seemed to be quite a fan favourite. And to be honest, I totally understand that, because if you look at the design, that is really, really smart. So, I'm going to do what I always do, dress the mannequin, and I'll come back to you and explain to you who the team is and a little bit about what this crazy design is all about. Rightio, there is this beautifully outstanding football shirt, but who does it belong to other than myself? Of course it belongs to Morocco Swallows FC, even though it only says Swallows FC on their crest there, and they are a South African football team. It's been a while since I've been able to add a South African shirt, and they always make these beautiful designs. So this is their home shirt from last season, 2021-2022, and of course I did purchase it from Classic Football Shirts. Now I did have 20% off during this particular period I bought them, and it retailed at £24.99 following the deduction. I won't bother telling you how much it cost at full price because, well, they've already sold out, so there's no point. They did have the away shirt, which is effectively just an inverse of the colours used here, and that has also sold out, which is not too unsurprising considering the style of this shirt here and the relatively decent price. So the club hails from Soweto, which is in Johannesburg, and it's one of the two original clubs from Soweto, with the other one being Orlando Pirates, which is a team I actually haven't added to my collection yet. I've noticed a few decent shirts of theirs over the years, but I'm still waiting for Adidas, if they are still partnered with them, to release something truly special. Now the club was founded in 1947, and actually Morocco means Rainmaker in Setswana, which effectively means the club is called the Rainbirds. Now, they currently play in the top division of South Africa and have done for the majority of their existence, though it isn't going all that well this season, with them sitting 14th out of 16 teams. And it looks like they've carried across last season's sort of form, if you would use that word, where they actually finished second bottom and only managed to stay in the division following the winning of a playoff. So they are quite clearly struggling right now when it comes to actual league performance. Now their greatest achievement was all the way back in 1965 when they won the South African Soccer League. This was a league separate to the National Football League, as under the apartheid regime, integrated sport was banned. Now this is an Umbro shirt, and it's going to be one of quite a few Umbro shirts I'm going to be showing you over the next month or so, and they seem to have quite a decent foothold on sort of African club football, and I've already got some myself, and this is just another edition. And when it comes to the actual material, etc., it kind of follows suit. So everything here has kind of been screen printed onto the material there. There's not really you've got to think about when it comes to certain countries, they have to find ways to sort of cost save to ensure that people are able to actually make the purchase. And this is a team that I obviously have been aware of quite some time, and it's quite common for them to have this style of shirt. So they usually have the swallow bird somewhere on their shirts, and it usually means they're quite eye-catching. The problem was, certainly in the first sort of few years when I was looking, they were only ever available on the Umbro website in South Africa, and they didn't have any particular way to facilitate a sort of shipping to the UK. And then I did notice that these, I think it was correct that they were on the Umbro website in the UK. The problem was they were retailing at around about £60 or something to that effect. And I've always felt like, yes, even though it has this great design, I always knew that the material was going to be less than premium, should we say. And no matter how cool a shirt is, I kind of struggle when it comes to spending like £60 on something that is going to be quite common. And I kind of anticipated there to be a drop, at least on the website itself, and then potentially elsewhere. And well, quite clearly that has happened here. And I think for $24.99, it seems a little bit more reasonable. So they have historically they've got the swallows on, but anything else with regards to sort of unique identifiers, there really isn't anything there. There's no sort of anything, nothing on the back. It's a very plain shirt, but it is a very cool shirt, and I'm very glad to have added this to my collection. If I would have been pretty upset if I didn't add it and I knew that they'd sold out explicitly for this price. So yeah, this is my first South African shirt edition since probably the Amazulu shirt that I bought. All of the ones that I own seem to have this quite cool and sort of interesting designs. So there are a few more I think possibly that I could add, but I'm just waiting for them to either drop in price or just become available in the UK. So these did sell out quite quickly, so there's a very decent chance that one of you watching this video here has one yourself. So if you have, well done, because I think it's a pretty decent shirt to add to your collection. And possibly if they drop again somewhere else, I think you would probably be a smart idea to grab one, because it is rather nice. Colour scheme, I'm not always a super fan of this particular colour, but I think it works quite nicely with this design there, and especially with the sort of the crest also being present. So that is it really. It's quite a nice little start to the week, an interesting style going on there. And that means I have one more shirt left to go, and that team is going to be a club that actually doesn't exist anymore. And that's kind of the reason why I made the purchase. So you'll have to tune in on Friday to figure out explicitly which team that is. Anyway, thank you as always for watching my videos. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you on Friday. Goodbye.